Hi, superstar. Thank you for your question. What did you do to lose the weight? Let's talk because it has been a journey. I have always been a very physically active person and not really had a difficult time losing weight. Anytime I'm going through something very dramatic in my life, I tend to gain weight, but this is the most weight that I've gained like ever. However, this time it has not been as easy getting the weight off. And I learned it's because of hormonal issues that I'm having. And I eventually found out that I have PCOS. So I started treating the hormonal issues, and then the weight started coming off a lot easier. Okay. I still have to work a little harder than the average person to get the weight to move, but it's moving. What do I do to treat my PCOS is one, I make sure that I have a little bit of apple cider vinegar in my water or whatever I'm drinking when I'm eating. I fast and I break my fast around 11 a.m. and I stop eating around 6:30. I don't snack throughout the day. I just have my meals and I find that helps a lot. And I should have known that I had PCOS because when I had my blood work, my glucose was kind of high, but it was still in the normal range, but no one said anything about it. I noticed it and I said something about it and I was like, hey, my glucose is really high to me. And they're like, well, it's in the normal range. I'm like, yeah, but it's high in the normal range. What's causing that? And nobody told me what was causing it. Like, even when I was asking, I was like, what's causing that? So eventually I realized that my glucose was high because of the PCOS and eating and how eating affects PCOS and spikes your glucose and your insulin and all that stuff. So once I was able to connect that, then I started eating in a way to quote treat or to maintain and keep the PCOS under control. And then now the weight is starting to come off. So I have apple cider vinegar in my water to help balance out my sugar levels and making sure that my food is not spiking my sugar levels. Another thing is I've eliminated as much carbs and sugars as possible. I try to eat low carb as much as possible. Also sodium, I have decreased my sodium intake quite a bit. And I every day try to get at least an hour of movement in. Either it's an hour walk, 10,000 steps a day, or I'll go to the gym for an hour. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself. I just make sure I get that physical activity in, and I make sure that I sleep. And I started to take magnesium at night before I go to bed so that I get a really, really great sleep, because that also matters as well. So that's what I've been doing. I have been consistent with these things, and so far it's working. Check back with me in a few weeks, and I hopefully will have a full 10 pounds off so far this summer, and hopefully a little bit more before the fall comes in.